Hey everybody, the Bond gets back. Welcome to part 31 of Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Alright, we just found Dangrel Island, which is right next to Shrine Island, but in the lower sky. Admirals of the Valuan Armada. I have urgent news that affects all of you. Oh! Words of wisdom for the Grand Admiral himself. Please, enlighten us. From this day forth, the Armada will no longer be under the Empress's control. Those that do not wish to walk this path that I have chosen, leave now. Those that wish to hear my plans, stay. What? What is this? Admiral Galcian, do you know what you are saying? Have you gone insane, Galcian? Are you rebelling against the Empress? Fear not, Alfonso. I still have my wits about me. I am following my own path. It's your decision whether or not you wish to follow me. So, Galcian finally shows his true intentions. Those words are treasonous! The punishment is death! Ramirez? If you speak in that matter again, I shall cleave you in two. What? No! What do you mean? Wait, Ramirez. There is no need for you to waste your energy on this whelp. What about the rest of you? Will you follow me? Lord Galcian? It doesn't make any difference to me. As long as I get to fight, I don't care who's in charge. I will stay in the Armada as well. I still haven't finished building the ship that can go into deep sky. Also, if I stay in the Armada, I'll probably get to fight Vise again. Gregorio, what will you do? Lord Galcian, what is your goal? I do not think that you are seeking the Imperial throne. What is it you want? Hahaha. You are correct. That is not my goal. I want more power. More control than Valois has ever had. That is all I will say for now. Lord Galcian, just what are you up to? Well, in any case, let's look around. Aha! Moonfish over here. Anything else? Like maybe some treasure? Before we head on over to the actual base? I guess not. Where does this go? Seems the only place we can go to. But yeah, I think we should do a lot better now that we have the ability to buy as many power-ups as we would need. Like, you can get overpowered really easily, provided you have a lot of cash to do it. I can hear someone talking. Moon energy system operating within normal parameters. Power supply to the entire base is flowing smoothly. Okay, the inspection for this area is done. Let's go to the next one. I think that's a control area for the base's power. Alright, we need to move. Looks like we're in the air docks or something? I don't know if we can go through that yet. Maybe there'll be a way to shut down the fan. This looks like a treasure chest. I would like to get that. Where does this lead? Aha! Hit that. Thank you. Just like in Banjo-Kazooie. Just hope I don't have a time limit like that one too. Excuse me. I think I just need to go back to where I was. To where the fan blades were, and that's it. Oh hey, what are you doing here? An elite guard.
Here goes.
I mean, at this point, they don't really stand a chance against us.
Yeah.
Although they have good enough defense.
That was fun.
That you can't just go, I'll just press this button and then you die. Doesn't work that way yet. We just need a little bit more juice before we can facilitate, you know, god tier damage. Alright, I see another ladder. We're going down again. Hopefully we can get to those treasures now, since we're on a lower floor. Oh, camera. Camera, thank you. Work with me. That's a lot of doors. What the? Why is this a standard encounter now? Lurgle Tank. What on earth is going on? I guess we'll all go purple for this one.
Yeah.
It looks like a palette swap of a boss. I don't think we've ever run into that before. Oh, at least 2 of these are enough.
That was easy.
Guess we'll try it this way. Huh? That's a lot of rooms. Oh, sorry! I didn't mean to violate your privacy. Instead, I'll have to violate your existence. Stop hitting it too much, me. How much will this do? Almost enough to one-shot them. Damn, I thought they would put up more of a fight than this. What kind of go-around was that? Like, just having everyone being able to just move, like, dynamically, it also looks kind of clumsy.
I'm glad everyone is okay.
It's like everyone just bumping into each other. Like, what are y'all doing? And it looked like this room had nothing. Well, that was kind of dumb. What about this room? Okay, this one has treasure. An Imperial Blade. I'm pretty sure that's for Enrique. The sword of the legitimate heir to the throne can impose silence on enemies. Too bad most of the enemies we fought so far don't even use magic. So it's pointless. Other than just the extra damage. I'm gonna try all the doors on this side. Oh, whoa, but we got two new enemies. Sentry and Berserker. Yikes. They could put us through a lot of work. So it's a good thing I did get that new weapon. Doesn't matter how good it is now. Okay, sentries don't look too tough. Berserker looks a bit unique. I don't think I've seen that enemy type before. Wow, that was pathetic. Oh, that charge is gonna end up being useless. Because now you're dead. Take a scrap heap with you. And good riddance.
Thank the moons.
Two sacrum crystals. I still got a lot of them. Will save me a few bucks. What do we got in here? Ah, here we go. 4,000 gold. Come on. Are we allowed to get out of here? Thank you. Alright, two more doors I need to check. And that's the end of the hallway. Oops. Too bad I couldn't just, like, close the door immediately. So, no, I'm just kidding. Trick or treat. Leave me alone. That was a mulligan. Sadly, it doesn't work that way. How do I always have Fina's attacking the one that's blocking? Like, how the hell does that keep happening? Like, had it been any other one, they would have died. We'd have had it then. Oh well. Just delay the inevitable.
That was fun.
So I'm guessing each time you get into a room with elite guards, they have nothing in the room. Yeah. That's the case here, too. Alright, what does door number 6 have for us? Oh! Treasure! What do we got in here? A moonberry! Moonberries are not exactly that useful anymore, because we already got all our characters with every special move. But I guess you'll probably get Gilder back in the party, because if you remember, we did get, you know, a gun for the moonfish. Whoa! That's scary. This must be an elevator shaft. Okay, we'll try this door instead. It seems like the right way to go. Whoa. Can I go through that door? Should I go through that door? I can go through that door. Or I can take a look outside. I don't know what's there for us if I do. Pretty windy, don't you think? Don't know if I can actually go downstairs. Oh, I'm gonna try. No, it's blocked. Oh well, this is not the way to go. Let me see what else is over here. This is a rather big spot. It must be DeLoco's ship. Yeah, look at it. It's even got the minigun in front. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Aha! Moonfish. Excellent. Alright, I'm gonna have to go over to what looks like blueprints. See what that's all about. These must be the plans for the ship that Gilder was talking about. I think you're right, Aika. All the specs, from the hull to the engine, they're all written here. This ship is Admiral DeLoco's ship, the Chameleon. It appears that his ship is being modified according to these plans. Well, now that we have this, we might be able to get to deep sky.
Yes.
We've done what we came here for. Let's get out of here. We are currently strengthening the walls of the bridge. Increase the speed of the construction. Finish it within the week. Well, well, well. What do we have here? This time, I will be sure to dispose of you all permanently. We gotta go. Guess we had to go the same way we came. I kinda wish we could just use a shortcut, but I don't think that's possible. Stop, air pirate! It looks like we meet again. Galcian! Not only once, but twice you escaped from the Grand Fortress. Very impressive. However, do not think you will escape a third time. Galcian! What is Valoa planning to do by building a place like this? If it isn't the Little Prince. Whatever Valoa does, Your Highness, is no longer any of your concern, if I'm not mistaken. You were the one who threw away your responsibilities and sided with these pirates. I did not throw away my responsibilities. I am working to rebuild the Empire. It matters not to me. I have no interest in Valois anymore. I shall dispose of you here, once and for all. This is great. Of all people to get caught by. Vise! Behind you! It has been a while, Prince Enrique. Gregorio? How ironic that fate has led us both here to pit sword against sword with each other. Do not worry. I am not here to fight you. What? What are you doing? Gregorio, you understand the consequences of your actions. Lord Galcian, it appears that you do not understand the consequences of your actions. You wish to revive the ancient horrors and use them to make the world yours. I cannot sit back and watch you destroy the world. What are you doing? Prince, you spoke the truth when we last met at Esperanza. The Empire has chosen the wrong path. You and Vise are the only ones that can stop the Armada. Prince Enrique, let my last act be in your honor. Why? I will hold him off. Escape while you can. What are you saying? We will fight with you. You must not take Galcian lightly. He is more powerful than you can imagine. And this is a military base of the Armada. If you don't escape soon, we will all be surrounded. If you die here, the world would be doomed. Go. Our last hopes lie with you, young prince. I earned the nickname Iron Wall Admiral. I won't let him past me. And I will be able to die defending you. I cannot ask for a higher honor. Wait! Don't do this! Young prince, Captain Vise, please. You must stop Galcian. You are our last hope.
Farewell.
Farewell. No! Gregorio, have you made your peace?
Ha!
I am ready to die, Lord Galcian, but I shall die defending my people against a tyrant. Alright, we gotta go. Gregorio, you are like family to me. Lord Galcian, what is going on? Send him back to Valois, and make sure his body is well taken care of. It is worth more than your life. Yes, Lord Galcian. Gregorio, you were always the kind to be the last to stay on a sinking ship. I can't believe the old soldier is dead. I can't believe we were able to do? I think we got all the moonfish in the game, so let's cash them in.
Hi.
Alright, we got 2 more for ya. Feed. They had to be extremely good stuff now. Hydra Wing, Silver Arm, Serpent Strike. That looks like a Drachma weapon, too. I feel like that just gives it away. Because like, why are we getting weapons for characters we don't have anymore? Yo, now it's got wings. Wow! He just keeps getting bigger and bigger! Well, I think if anything ate that many moonfish, it'd grow at least half as much. But I bet that Maria's real happy that he's grown so much. Huh, Doc? You think so? But life doesn't always turn out the way you expect. Piccolo! He wants to go home! Huh? Piccolo has grown wings, so now he's saying he wants to go home. Home to where all his friends are. I think he has a point, though. If we don't return him to nature, he'll never find any of his own kind, let alone find someone to marry. But the one thing that's keeping me worried is if this guy leaves, Maria's gonna fall into depression again. Uncle Doc, I'll be fine. Maria? Ever since Daddy and my sister went away, I've been so lonely. And I think that Piccolo feels lonely too. I'm gonna miss him, but I think he should go home so he won't be lonely anymore. I have you and Fies to take care of me too. I don't have to be lonely anymore. Well, you sure have grown, Maria. Fies.
Thanks.
I don't know how to thank you. To think this is the same Maria that I've been caring for all these years. I can't believe it. I owe everything to you. Hey, looks like he's getting ready to leave. Sort of reminds you of when we left Pirate Isle, eh, Vice? Oh, looks so adorable up close.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Piccolo. Be nice to your new friends, and come back to see me sometime. I shall go now, hopefully with the other Hamachos. I wonder if we'll see it again. The Moon Hamacho. Thanks to the air pirate, Vice and his friend, Doc, the mysteries of the Moon Hamacho have been solved. Once fed a moonfish, the Moon Hamacho will undergo a metamorphosis and will eventually return home to its nest. This discovery will go down in history. Hey. Anything on these blueprints? What's this? These are plans to enable a ship to enter deep sky. Can you use these plans to modify the Delphinus? Darn tootin'! But it'll take me some time. I can't wait to get started. I can have it done in 10 days. Good. If anyone can do it, it's you. Do we have 10 days? Modifications to the Delphinus began on that day. We needed 10 days to finish our preparations. Crescent Isle began to bustle with activity. Using the blueprints that we took from Valoa, Brabham was hard at work rebuilding the engine of the Delphinus. Can't wait to see what lies in deep sky with my own eyes. Far beneath the great blue sky, beneath the clouds, I can already imagine that the atmospheric pressure must be high. We must reinforce the Delphinus' hull to make sure that it doesn't collapse under the pressure. Ever since that day, Enrique began to spend more and more time by himself. Looking back, losing Gregorio must have been the hardest thing Enrique has ever faced. And then, on the 10th day, night fell on Crescent Isle. I remember lying awake in my bed for a long time before I finally fell asleep. Ugh, I still don't feel rested. Maybe because I stayed up all night the day before yesterday working on the Delphinus. I should head over to the port. If everything went according to schedule, the modifications should be finished by now. Yes, let us find out if we are ready to go. Also, since we got new equipment... Oh wait, why am I on super moves? Don't go with that. Oh, I got Exploration King as a title. Okay, well this kind of sucks. Hydra Wing is actually pretty good, though. You didn't get a new weapon, did you? Serpent Strike! Ooh, could turn enemies to stone! Sign me up! Oh, maybe I should go to the meeting room to pay Domingo a visit. Now that I got that Moon Hamacho discovered, that should fill my entire log. I hope it gives me something better than a white map. I'm still miffed about that reward. Like, just don't give me something I already have unless it's a seed. Just give me 10 of each and then we're even. Vice! You've completely filled your logbook! You're amazing! Vice, you're one of the greatest explorers in history. Not even the legendary Daka can measure up to you. You are worthy of my most prized possession. You can have my title as Treasure Hunter Extraordinaire. What kind of item is it? A certificate? Are you shitting me right now? Oh my god, it's worse than the map! Yo, Domingo could just eat my fucking ass for that, seriously. A certificate! What am I gonna use that for? It's not even worth wiping my ass with it. Flush it down the toilet. Oy. I'm gonna pay a visit to Ryokan. Maybe he's got new wares. That might make me feel better about everything. You have anything new? No. I cannot work in this paltry environment. How can you expect me to forge legendary weapons in these conditions? I require more sophisticated tools. All the modifications that I need to make this area adequate cost 4,000 gold. How do you know it's exactly 4,000 gold? I mean, if you needed it, you could have told me sooner. It's good to know that you appreciate quality. I'll have my shop remodeled by the time you return to the island. I guess I can buy some more seeds now that I have extra money. What do I want, though? What is the requirement du jour? Well, I guess I could do with more HP. I think even if I do take a lot of damage and there's nothing to avoid it, just being able to take more hits without dying would always be appreciated. Might as well use the Tropicas that I have. Well, Fina's probably the one that's, you know, pretty delicate. So if I can get her to, like, around 4,000 HP, I'll be happy. You know what? Spending all that money may not have been the wisest choice. Actually, come to think of it, don't I still have one of those idols? Yeah, I still have this, the Yukonix idol. Alright, when I actually leave and re-enter, I'm gonna go take a look at what Ryokan has to offer. To get so much better equipment that way. What about ship parts? Is that more or less the same? Sadly it is. Oh, the Windsong Orb. I forgot I still have that. I see no reason to sell the fish. Weird that we haven't been asked to upgrade a ship parts shop. Oh, right, I need to talk to him. Alright, how'd it go? Oh, Captive Eyes! We finished modifying the Delphinus, right on time! Lower the pressure shutters! Naruto run. Start the submergence engine! Well, what do you think? We have successfully converted the Delphinus into a cloud-delving machine! Good job, Brabham! Now we'll be able to enter deep sky! You really are the best! Why, thank you, little lady. Before you go, I heard there's some sort of vortex near Shrine Island. You might be able to submerge through there. The vortex near Shrine Island? Got it. Alright, everyone. Let's get going. Vice, wait a second. Actually, there's something important that I wanted to talk to you about. I must return to Valua. I cannot travel with you any longer. This will be my last voyage with you aboard the Delphinus. What? Gaussian and the Armada have freed themselves from control of the Valuan Empire and are acting on their own free will. Gaussian probably has some sort of terrible scheme planned. I must return to Valua and report this news to my mother. He must be stopped. You can't. It's too dangerous, Enrique. I know the dangers that I face, and I'm sure that my mother won't readily listen to anything I have to say. But I'm still the Prince of Valua. It is my duty to go.
Yes.
But, Enrique... Princess, do not worry about me. I don't plan on dying just yet. I will return. This I swear. No!
Yes.
But why did you say yes there? Vice, after we get Fina's ship, could you bring me to Sailor's Island? I'll be able to borrow a ship there. I hope you know what you're doing. Well, at least he's still temporarily with us. That we didn't just lose him right there. So I think we're gonna need his help, all the same, you know what I mean? Alright. How are things going over here? Exploration King, that is who I am. I even got the certificate and everything. Oh geez, I haven't sold all these! There's the Icebird, the Aurora, Giant Squid Nest, Southern Cross, Rainbow Island, Moonstone Lake, Iron Star, Alupus, Observatory, Dancing Lights, Mother Tree, Ghost Ship, Flutterflies, Eclipse Point, Looper's Nest, Flying Machine, Valorn Wreckage, Rabats, Bottomless Pit, Ancient Fish, Mirage Lens, Ice Lens, Mirage Island, Ryugu Turtle, Skyladder, Ryugu Island, Tomb of Ice, Stone Lovers, Deep Iron Star, Sky Train, Flying Flail, Rolling Stone, Deep Snow, Long Line, Moon Hamacho. This guy's gonna have IOUs for the rest of his life. Jesus Christ. Yo, what the hell? There's another bounty available. Lord Zivlin Bane, the supposed leader of an infamous clan of bandits. Nothing is known about his true identity. Nobody knows where he is from. Little is known about his fighting tactics, other than his use of explosive powder. Avoid this attack at all costs. Not that it's possible, because if he does it, it hits! Wait just a moment. I almost forgot. Here. This came here addressed to you. Oh. Angel of Death is ready for the final match. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go to Crescent Island to see what Ryukon has to sell. It might actually be better than what I have now. Okay, unfortunately I can't go to Crescent Isle because Enrique will just say no. Alright, we're gonna have to face her without updating our equipment. Fies! This will be our final battle! Castle! Wait a second! There's something we need to tell you! Nothing can save you now! The only thing I desire is to watch Fies fall by my hand. That is all I live for. I will defeat you. The last 7 years of my life rest on the outcome of this very battle.
On guard!
And I hope our equipment will hold up.
I shall have my revenge at last!
Alright, same deal as before. Make sure that we're all at least purple. 'Cause that'll help us resist more damage. Okay, that weapon looks pretty weird. Deluge? Starting with that on turn 1, huh? Already not messing around. Oh shit. It's got Incremus.
Here goes.
That means it's gonna hurt us even more unless we take it out. Oh geez, I have enough to use this now. However, that's gonna set us up for disaster. Alright, I'm gonna put you on Sacrum Crystal duty. Help keep us alive. I know I could use Fina to remove that buff, but I don't know if I should use it right away. At least not until we're healed up. Ugh, I could have gone for it right there.
Here goes.
If I'd known they just waste their turns. Alright, as per usual, take out the Death Hound. Delta Shield. If I use Lunar Winds, I won't have enough for Enrique's item or technique. So don't do it. If that Death Hound is buffed, will it survive my attack?
Die. Take this.
That's the part I'm worried about. Nope! It's still out.
Let's try this.
Okay, I think we'll be okay. I'll switch to green for now. You start healing us. Keep shielding. You keep... Actually... I think I could go for Lunar Winds right now. I can take away that buff. Just hope you stay alive during this. Oh, Eternum. Good thing we can block that. Because that's a guaranteed kill. Unless you can nullify the ailment of, you know, instant death.
Here goes.
Oh, this is not an ideal situation either. I'm gonna keep you on Sacrum Crystal, dude, in case we get hit again. So we have to wait another turn before we can nail her hard.
On guard. Ah!
Okay, that's not terrible. It's under 2,000 damage.
Let's try this.
And we'll be fine. In fact, now's our opportunity to let loose. Oh, what are you doing? You're still on healing duty. Figured we'd take care of this before Enrique leaves us. Wow, even with all those seeds, it's only over 7,000. not enough to do max damage to her. That's a pity. Excuse me. I think we got a little bit lucky with the RNG, too.
On guard!
She so far hasn't done anything that can just force us to turtle back. You know what I mean?
Let's try this.
So we've been pretty lucky. Hopefully this will be enough. Good. Wasted turn. We got her? We got her. Fantastic.
That was easy.
Bullshit. Ooh, look at them level ups. And a light dress. Piastol. I knew I would lose. Having fought you 3 times already, I knew that I was no match for you. Only a fool would think otherwise. And I know that you weren't lying. Then why? Why'd you still fight? If it wasn't you air pirates that took my father's life, then what have the last 7 years of my life been for? For what reason have I fought? Alone. All these long years. I lost my reason for living. No, it was wrong for me to only live for revenge in the first place. That is why I thought that I deserved to die by your hand. To cleanse myself of this lie that I have lived. Piastol. Piastol. Near Sailor's Island, there's a small doctor ship. Go find it. Doc and your sister, Maria, are aboard that ship. What? If you're lying to me, I shall make you pay with your life. Hey now, didn't you just say that you believed us? You better do something about that temper of yours. Vice, is it really true? Can I trust you? But, no, I can't see them. Not like this. Not as the Angel of Death. I can't let them know what has become of me. Oh, come on. Relax, Piastol. Just go see them already. I'm sure that Doc and Maria will be more than happy to see you, too. Now get going. We don't have time to sit here and smell the roses. We got sailing to do. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to tell you one thing. Piastol, you're not the Angel of Death. You never were. You've always been Maria's older sister. Just ask her. I'm sure she'll tell you the same. Vice, I don't know what to say. Maybe we'll see you again somewhere out in this big blue sky. Until then, Piastol. Alright, Fina, let's see if that light dress is good for you. It greatly increases the wearer's speed. And that's it. The defense just sucks. Wait, you can wear it? If anything, you're more for quickness than you are for defense. So you know what? You can put that on. Oh, hey! It's Vice!
Hi.
Thanks for stopping by. I don't have much to offer in the way of comforts, but you're free to stay as long as you wish. Oh, hey! I almost forgot to tell you something. Gastel came by the other day. Really? Yep. It was a day I'll never forget. Excuse me? Are you one of Uncle Doc's patients? No. Nothing like that. I was, just passing by and thought I'd drop in. Oh, I see. Were you looking for something out there? I saw you staring out at the sky. Yeah, my friend, Piccolo. He's out there somewhere. I was just wondering how he was doing. Piccolo used to live here, but he flew home to be with his friends. He's a bird, you know. I see. It must be lonely for you without him. Yeah. Piccolo and I are like each other. We both were so lonely, with no other friends. But he grew up and was able to go and see his friends. But Uncle Doc told me something. He told me that I have a big sister. And that my big sister is out there somewhere, flying through the skies. I wonder if I'll ever get to meet her. Yeah. I'm sure you will. Someday you will. I just know it.
Yeah.
Really? You think so? Wow. Would it be okay if I came back? You know, to talk with you again? Of course. Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. I wonder if Maria even caught on. I think she wants to get to know her little by little, to ease back into things. Someday, they will be family again. Vice, I've heard about you and Ramirez from various rumors from sailors passing through. One of you, either you or Ramirez, will not walk away alive from this mess. Which means I would lose one of my dear friends either way. Doc. Vice, just follow your instincts. Just do what you have to. I know you're sailing the path that you feel is right. I get the feeling that deep down inside, Ramirez is doing the same. Good luck, Vice. Thanks. Alright, so let's stop the video here, and then the next part we'll take care of some other odds and ends before we go to Deep Sky. Bye, everyone.